Hello and welcome to Complete Agriculture.
If you're looking for a crop that delivers a fast return on investment and fits perfectly into almost any vegetable rotation, you are looking at the radish. It is one of the quickest growing vegetables on the planet. Whether you are a backyard gardener or a farmer looking to scale up for commercial profit, today's guide is your comprehensive 10-minute masterclass. We are going to walk through every single stage of the life cycle, from the first turn of the soil to the final packaging for the market. Let's get started. Section 1. Understanding radish varieties and climate. Before we even touch a tool, we have to understand what we are growing. Radishes are generally categorized into two groups, European and Asian. The European types, like the round red cherry bell, are small and incredibly fast, often ready in just 3 to 4 weeks. The Asian types, like the Japanese daikon or the Indian mooli, are much larger, longer, and take anywhere from 45 to 60 days to mature. Climate is your biggest factor for success. Radishes are cool season crops. They thrive when the air temperature is between 15 and 25 degrees Celsius. If you plant them during the peak of summer, the heat causes the plant to bolt. This is when the plant quickly grows a tall stalk to produce flowers and seeds. Once a radish bolts, the root becomes hard, woody, and almost impossible to eat. If you live in a warmer region, always look for heat-tolerant varieties and try to time your planting for the cooler months of the year. Section 2. Soil preparation and field design. Success in radish farming is determined under the surface. Since the root is the product, the soil must be perfect. Radishes need loose, well-draining, sandy loam soil. If your soil is heavy clay, the root will struggle to expand and will likely become misshapen. Start by tilling your land to a depth of at least 10 to 12 inches. You want to remove every rock, stick, and hard clump of dirt you find. A single stone in the path of a growing radish can cause it to fork or grow sideways. Regarding nutrition, radishes are not heavy feeders, but they do appreciate high-quality organic matter. Mix in well-rotted farmyard manure or compost during the tilling phase. However, a word of caution: avoid fresh manure or fertilizers with extremely high nitrogen. High nitrogen encourages the plant to grow massive, beautiful green leaves while leaving the root tiny and underdeveloped. Your goal is a balanced soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. If your soil is too acidic, add a bit of lime. If it's too alkaline, you can use sulfur or organic mulches to balance it out. Section 3. Sowing and planting techniques. Now let's talk about putting seeds in the ground. For a professional operation, we recommend planting in raised beds. Raised beds improve drainage and keep the soil loose, which is vital for root expansion. When sowing, space your rows about 8 to 12 inches apart. The seeds should be planted about a ½ inch deep. If you are planting on a large scale, a mechanical drum seeder can save you hours of labor and ensure uniform depth. One of the most ignored but essential steps is thinning. About a week or two after planting, you will see your seedlings emerging. They will likely be too crowded. You must go through and pull out the smaller seedlings so that there is a gap of 2 to 3 inches between each plant. If radishes are too crowded, they will grow into thin, spindly rat tails rather than the thick, crunchy bulbs you want. It feels wasteful to pull up young plants, but it is the only way to ensure a high-quality harvest. Section 4. Water management and fertilization. If soil is the home of the radish, water is its lifeblood. The most common complaint in radish farming is roots that crack or taste too spicy. Both of these problems are usually caused by poor watering. Radishes need consistent moisture. If the soil dries out completely and then you suddenly flood it with water, the internal cells of the root expand faster than the skin can handle, causing the radish to crack open. These cracks make the crop unmarketable. On the other hand, if the plant is water-stressed and stays dry for too long, it develops a very pungent, unpleasantly spicy flavor and a woody texture. Aim to keep the soil like a wrung-out sponge, damp to the touch but not muddy. Drip irrigation is the gold standard here because it keeps the moisture level steady and prevents water from sitting on the leaves, which can lead to fungal issues. Section 5. Pest and disease management. Because radishes grow so fast, they often avoid the long-term disease cycles that plague other vegetables, but they aren't invincible. Your biggest enemy will be the flea beetle. These are tiny black jumping insects that chew hundreds of small holes in the leaves. While a few holes won't kill the plant, a major infestation will stunt the root's growth. You can manage them using organic neem oil sprays or by using fine mesh row covers immediately after planting. Another pest to watch for is the root maggot. These are tiny worms tunneled directly into the radish, leaving brown trails that ruin the crop. The best defense here is crop rotation. Never plant radishes in a field where you recently grew cabbage, broccoli, or cauliflower, as they all share the same pests. For diseases, watch out for clubroot and downy mildew. These are usually caused by overly wet soil and poor air circulation. Ensure your plants aren't too crowded and your field has proper drainage to keep these fungi at bay. Section 6. The Art of the Harvest. Knowing exactly when to harvest is the difference between a premium product and a waste of time. For European varieties, start checking them 20 days after planting. Simply brush away the soil at the base of the leaves. If the shoulder of the radish is about an inch wide, it's ready. For larger Asian varieties, you'll usually wait 45 to 60 days to mature. Harvesting must be done by hand for the best quality. Grasp the leaves firmly at the base and pull straight up. Avoid using shovels or forks near the roots, as a single scratch can cause rot during transport. Timing is everything. If you leave radishes in the ground even 3 or 4 days too long, they become pithy. This means the center of the radish becomes hollow and spongy. A pithy radish has no market value. Always harvest slightly earlier rather than slightly late. Section 8. Post-harvest processing and market preparation. The work isn't over when the radish leaves the ground. To get the best price, your post-harvest handling must be professional. Step 1 is hydro-cooling. Immediately after harvest, wash the radishes in cold, clean water. This serves two purposes. It removes the dirt and it strips away the field heat. Removing the heat stops the internal biological breakdown of the vegetable, keeping it crisp for much longer. Once cleaned, you must sort them. Remove any that are cracked, bug-bitten, or misshapen. In the market, appearance is everything. For packaging, you have two main styles. The first is bunched radishes. This is where you keep the green tops on and tie 6 to 10 radishes together with a rubber band or twine. This is very popular at local farmers markets because the fresh green leaves prove to the customer that the crop was harvested recently. The other style is topped radishes. This is better for supermarkets or long-distance shipping. You cut the green tops off, leaving about ½ inch of the stem, and pack the roots into perforated plastic bags. Without the leaves, the root stays hydrated longer and is easier to store in a refrigerator. Conclusion: radish learning is a fast-paced, high-reward venture. Because the cycle is so short, you can grow multiple crops in a single season, allowing you to learn and improve very quickly. By focusing on loose soil, consistent water, and timely harvesting, you can turn a small plot of land into a highly productive radish farm. Thank you for joining us on Complete Agriculture. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to share it with your fellow farmers. Knowledge is the most important tool on the farm. Happy farming, and we will see you in the next episode.